coffee for Anderson Coffee for the Statler Hotel. They're also affiliated with Cornell's Dining Hall as well. So just to give you some background, we have a higher price clientele that stays at our hotel, and our hotel feels that we draw through these restaurants, the clientele, we really keep them coming back through the restaurant. And so a lot of times people have rated the restaurants that the better price, the better quality coffee is really something that stands out on a restaurant. And we believe Anderson is the quality coffee that we would like to supply with. We've used other suppliers in the past that have worked out well.
Sure.
And after doing our research, we figured out that Anderson is the company that we would like to work with and for. Right now, the issue is more the price, is because it's significantly higher than what we have used in the past, which is where the budget is kind of built today. What I want to bring up, so the issue besides that, where's the budget built today, it's also how do I tell my management that it's worth it to spend this additional money for this Anderson coffee?
Sure.
I don't know if you want to talk more about Anderson Coffee for a little.
Sure. Yeah. So Anderson Coffee, we're very well known for our superior coffee or high quality coffee that we provide to our customers. And just like a little bit about Anderson, which I'm sure you might already know, but if not, we have an extensive line of flavored coffees that are very popular within the central New York area, which I know that you're located in Ithaca, New York. Let's see. And, we do understand that we do offer higher prices compared to other competitors, within their coffee supplies. However, we really invest in our quality of beans, and we really focus on prioritizing our research and development on the growing and processing and brewing of coffee. So that's why we believe that we price our coffee significantly higher than our competitors. We have I would say we have a really great reputation with our buyers that there's even a major chain of pancake houses that can attest for all their positive results from our coffee services that we provide to them. And then a little bit about Anderson further is that we actually take pride in our commitment in paying independent coffee farmers a fair price that allows them to earn a living wage. So we focus as well on corporate social responsibility on our end.
Okay. So to give you a little background, like I said before, we are also affiliated with Cornell Dining Hall.
Sure.
We don't currently sell the coffee. Granted, it's a little bit higher price range than we see that clientele, but there is that additional exposure for the fact that we have the Statler Hotel and the dining hall. And we know that you have previously worked with another company who does a lot more business but doesn't have as much reach as we do, and we know that there's someone who buys from you guys at like $5.95 a pound, and we know that you guys quoted us at $7.95 a pound, and we were wondering if there's room to wiggle between the price. And I understand that we don't sell as much as the $5.95. We have the additional marketing behind it, and it could be a talking point in the future of, do we see it as something that could have a presence in the dining hall? And, we're someone who would like to make this contract more than a year. If it was something that we could build on a 3-year, we could almost lock in a forecasting to guarantee units to you guys, pounds per coffee to you guys, to then say, as a loyal customer, we want people to understand the brand. And, you just said great about corporate social responsibility. We can promote that as well. And we think that we could almost have a joint partnership. And since we're so big throughout Ithaca and it's such a small town, we think that it could be something that could really help grow your name, and as well get people just really good quality coffee. We do see the value behind your quality. We do know the quality is there. It's right now, the price is the biggest thing, because it's something that is significantly going to change our budget, because it's almost, just to give you a range, over $2 more than what we were using before. That at 10,000 pounds, which is what we were buying on average the year before, that's a significant markup. You know, you figure it's almost $25,000 more for the 10,000 pounds. And
Mm-hmm.
we see the value in that because we think that there will be long-term sales growth by people, you know, if they really do rate their restaurants based on coffee, this is the best quality coffee. We see the value in it.
Yeah.
But currently it's just too expensive to fit in our budget. And to go back with a budget request this large, we would need to say, okay, we're working together to get this price. We see ourselves in a long-term goal of 3 years, 5 years,
Mhm.
and we can build out a plan together as to where we see ourselves jointly to keep this partnership going.
Okay.
We had some issues with a previous vendor just about pricing differences throughout the peak season months. And
Mhm.
um, I would like that all to be almost negotiated up front. Understandably, the coffee beans prices do change, but I think on an average over a season, if we negotiate on a price, it probably fluctuates up and down. So it's a
Mhm.
matter of when does the price fluctuate up? When does it fluctuate down? At the end of the day, the average is probably what we would be negotiating on per pound.
Okay.
Um, it's also not to say that there's not room for growth for more if people are really receiving well to the coffee. And obviously, we're going to be selling more of it with great quality.
Yeah.
Then look to up our poundage as well, and then talk about a growth plan for the next 3 to 5 years as well, and say, okay, we think in 3 years we could grow to maybe 20,000 pounds a year, or 5 years we plan to get there, which would then even out the price of the per pound.
Okay. Um, so I do appreciate that you understand that we do provide a high quality coffee. And I believe that us at Anderson Coffee would and yourself at the Statler Hotel will both benefit and create a really beneficial partnership for the both of us because of high quality coffee, where we can kind of help with your guests at, say, your hotel. And you know, you do also have current and future hospitality managers within the school nearby. So I mean, this is a great move for both of us to kind of connect and create this contract together. Just a little bit more background regarding the price and our standpoint regarding the $7.94 a pound. That is included the delivery cost, which is 80 cents a pound. That's due to the fact that we do not have other customers within central New York. So we're kind of factoring in the shipping costs. I know, you know, we do have major consumers within that area of central New York, but like you said, again, it's because of the large amount of volume of beans that they are buying from us. So, you know, that's $5.93. But the issue with that, or just the standpoint, is it because it's just we don't have any other customers within that area, and it's because it's 10,000 pounds annually, which is a moderately sized purchase from us.
So it said that the customer that was getting the $5.95
Yes.
price was doing almost 10 times our business today.
Correct.
Understandably, the shipping, that is something that is an anomaly because we're just the only ones up there. What I will say is that because the town is so small and because it's centralized and now we will be in charge of a lot of the dining, I think you're going to get radiated sales and other small businesses. There's a ton of coffee shops around and restaurants that I think you'll end up with the marketing exposure that you'll get from us. You'll end up getting a lot more business, which would then increase your sales at the end of the day.
And I do agree, and also just as a little bit more information for your background, it's just for the selling cost to most of our restaurants is actually $8.10 a pound. So compared to the $7.94 that we are offering you, you know, this bid price is a bit of a reasonable discount, but you know, I do understand where you're coming from with the higher cost. You know, $2 more to what you're paying now is a high jump. But I feel like we can settle on like a medium on both ends of our pricing. See, what do you think?
Do you happen to know I don't know if you know this, but do you happen to know what your average markup would be? Is there like a margin that you guys are planning on trying to hit in order um, to cover your costs on your end? Granted, the 80 cents is automatic, so we would have to build that in. I understand that on the price.
Sure.
Even at $5.95 a pound being low, somewhere around $6.80, maybe even $7 a pound if possible, to kind of say, we get the price. We
Yeah.
know that you would be taking a risk a little because you're going to go
Sure.
after a vendor, but you're also going to enter a new market that you weren't in.
And we
We have three restaurants
I'm
within
sorry?
we have 3 restaurants within the hotel, and as you said before, with a ton of hospitality majors coming out of
Yes.
now, we know that as they go and they run future restaurants, they always tend to know what vendors provide the best quality for what they need to
Sure.
run a successful restaurant. So even though they may not be in Ithaca, you may get radiated sales from
Yeah.
the hospitality majors that are graduating from Cornell and that work at the Statler Hotel. And as they run their own, they may say, okay, you know what? I know it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth every dollar.
Sure.
In future places.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I mean, we would love to partner with the Statler Hotel because of all the foot traffic you get, all of the guests that you have, and all that. And we do really provide high superior, high quality coffee that we'd love to offer you. So, how does $7.50 a pound seem on your end? And that's including the delivery costs in that as well.
It's a little high because I'm already going to have to get a budget increase no matter what.
Yeah. Well, like I said, again, we really do invest a lot in our coffee. We do our homework and our research and our development. We really, take pride in the high quality coffee that we can provide. I do feel that if you were to kind of partner with us, of course, we'll strengthen and even increase your high quality customer service that you provide to your guests as well. So,
if we were to guarantee more pounds, would we be able to lower the cost?
How many pounds do you think roughly that would be potentially in your budget?
Last year with 10,000 pounds and the struggle of an inconsistent vendor, I feel that there's probably upside in our coffee that we could order. And if people really do like the quality, it's going to be drank more. So I was thinking within the first year of almost stretching to 13,000 pounds and then building out a plan, which if we could lower the price on the first year, you could allow Statler to prove themselves that they're worth the partnership. And I would see the next 5 years growing to what I was saying of about 20,000 pounds. So we'd go from 13,000 and then we'd forecast higher at 15,000. And we would keep the same fixed rate. We would just need to negotiate it up front now, but that we would keep the same fixed rate as we continue to grow, and then we could redecide a contract within 3 to 5 years.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying that you would increase the 10,000 pounds to 13,000,
Yep.
And that you would also still would want the cost to be
lower
than okay. Because I did also see in the request for bids where it stated that, let's see, the orders and delivery schedule section, the minimum requirement is 1 delivery per 14 days, although 1 delivery per week is optimal and preferred. With that being said, and knowing that you are currently the only customer within Ithaca, New York, I'm just trying to, I guess, get a little bit more insight of the price, I guess, you're willing to kind of, I guess, the range that you're willing to accept, knowing that, you are the only customer within the area.
If we stretch out the delivery to twice a month, does it lower the delivery cost?
At the moment, no, because you are our only.
But it would cost the same if we delivered it weekly as we did every other week?
Let me just see.
Because our orders would be larger every other week. So that's why I'm thinking that essentially if our orders are larger every other week, then you're able to fill more of a truck, so you're not wasting the gas and the
Sure.
transportation up there.
That is true.
That we could,
I agree.
for coffee, we could negotiate every 2 weeks to start and look at a lower cost on that end.
Sure.
You're doing the delivery yourself or you're working with a third party?
That is, from my information, it is through us.
Okay.
No third party. Yeah.
Okay. So there's no middleman cost.
No.
So it's just you guys. So is there, because you guys will be getting exposed and increased marketing, which is not built into your cost structure today. That's why I think, yes, the 80 cents additional on the freight cost to come up here, I understand.
Sure.
You're also getting additional marketing where I would almost say if we could shake off 20 cents. So if we could do like $7.30 a pound, the 20 cents, essentially a give back rate, if you would,
Sure.
we would look to reinvest that money and how to market you guys more. And how do we look into building into maybe Cornell's dining of some sort.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a pop-up coffee shop that we can look to do where we can just run Anderson Coffee within the dining hall.
Yeah.
And see if that would help. It's right now, it's not even, the increased budget is already tough enough to sell. The fact that I agree that your price is definitely with your quality. It's not saying that I think you should lower your price because your quality is lower. It's just more, we want to take a risk with you, and taking a budget risk right now is pretty high, but I think it's worth it because the quality behind this is worth it.
And I definitely do agree as well. I believe that, we would be taking a slighter risk with just a lower cost, but we feel that, creating this partnership with the Sattler Hotel can really benefit both parties, like both of us. So it would be 13,000 pounds annually, with delivery every 2 weeks.
Perfect.
Correct. And then the price would be $7.30 a pound.
Yes.
Is that
that's within, with hopes to grow the business also like 20% each year. And then I was also thinking the hotel staff is very entwined with other hotels throughout the country. I know you said you guys are based in New York. There's a bunch of, hotels there that you've already sold to, but there's also upstate New York has a big market. There's a ton of colleges up there. There's also Colgate, which is near Cornell. So it's a matter of if the delivery is such a big thing for you guys, you may get more additional sellers, which would then be able to fill a truck to go up there and to deliver to multiple accounts, which we won't see radiated sales off of, but you guys will. Okay. And we think that we could be a good front for that to help sell more of it.
Okay. Just kind of taking a look at our original request towards the 730. And I'm just kind of wondering if we can settle on 740 as our price, 13,000, 2 weeks, based off, we were offering $7.94 a pound, and, going down to 30, that'd be, significantly low as well. But I do understand you are trying to get the most cost efficient price, knowing that, your current coffee supplier was $2 less. But because we just have such high quality coffee, I'm just thinking if 740 would be at all possible for us.
I do have another question. We had encountered this in the past with that other vendor. If something goes wrong with your crops, if we lock into a contract price, we'll stay locked into the contract price, correct? Because we had a previous vendor where something went wrong and it was turned around as, should we then look to pay what went wrong with the crops? And we just want to make sure that what we negotiate up front, we're really just negotiating this up front to make sure that this is all in. This is what we want.
Yes. So Anderson Coffee, yes, we do provide high quality coffee, but we really do provide the the best customer service to our customers. We really value our customers, and we do have a lot of major consumers that do use our products that can really vouch for us kind of really making sure they're taken care of. So yeah, we're going to be negotiating price up front all the way. Everything will be upfront and truthful. And, you know, if there does come a time where we need to renegotiate the price, then on our end, we'll need to do that, just because, you know, the coffee industry is, you know, it fluctuates depending on, you know, weather patterns or just even politics within the coffee industry for production. So, you know, I hope you do understand and value that, you know, we will be very honest and open with you should we need to negotiate down the line and continue our partnership.
Do you think if in the second year we were significantly to grow our business, we could lower our price within the second year? So if we were to try and hit the 20,000 pound goal,
yes,
would we be able to say in the second year that we could hit a price of 720 maybe? Like, could we look as the future? So even though we're saying 740 for this year, maybe as the future, as we grow, you know, we want to be able to grow 740, growing another 7,000 pounds is kind of hefty. So as we grow, we would like to eventually hit the 595 as we grow our partnership over the years. We know that that comes with an increase in pounds of coffee. So would we be able to look in the future to consider that as well?
Correct. Yes, we definitely will. You know, we want to continue this partnership down the line. So yeah, you know, as you know already, we have major consumers within that area that are, you know, that have such a high volume of coffee supplies that, you know, their price is down to $5.93. So if we can kind of build a relationship together and work on the price that best fits both of us, then we're more than open to kind of be on the table for that.
Okay. I also like how you said about the corporate social responsibility. Maybe if there's a way that your company could also help promote us within, you know, Cornell or the Statler Hotel is, you know, you guys are so corporate socially responsible, you know, go to Ithaca, New York and check out a restaurant for Anderson Coffee or something along those lines. If we could work together to, you know, just market within each other and then revisit the contract annually to just, you know, we want to grow this together. How can we both benefit as well?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And then also because you're near the school, you're near Cornell and you're near the School of Hotel Administration, maybe we can kind of work with volunteering and kind of events through them as well, and just kind of have more exposure for both you and us at Anderson Coffee.
Yeah, if we run events on campus, it could be looked at as a potential future partnership of how to work within Cornell Dining. There's a lot of room there. There's also a student center that has coffee shops to begin with. So how do we maybe look at doing like a future pop-up coffee shop within the university, which would then guarantee more pounds as well. So there's definitely enough bandwidth between us and Cornell Dining to do large business together in the future.
Yeah, and we take that very seriously, and we would love to, you know, create that partnership with Statler Hotel. If you'd like to purchase, it would be $740, correct? Okay. Yeah. The two weeks delivery, 13,000 pounds, and $740.
Yes, and that's what we would do for the first year, and then we the contract within the second year and look to go lower as we increase our pounds and really get some feedback from the customers. We'd also appreciate any customer research studies that you have on people that say about the coffee, so then we can look to promote it as well within restaurants to give some feedback about people's reaction to the coffee, so that newcomers, we can get them on board to initially try it, because we believe that because your quality is so great that the loyalty will come with it once it's tried.
Sure. I definitely agree. And then once that second year hits, we'll meet back again and just kind of, you know, see how everything is going and go from there. If we do need to adjust the price, then you are not locked at $740, just to let you know. We'll work together and see what best fits us during that time.
Okay. And like I said, the good thing about locking at $740 is that regardless of the freight fluxes in and out between gas prices and regardless of coffee crops that we are covered at 740 locked in
Yeah.
for this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I covered all the questions that I had.
Okay. All right. Should we stop broadcasting?
Sure.
Okay.